Welcome to Lab 2 in Honors Chemistry, Uncertainty and Measurement. Now we're going to get you moving about in the lab, determining just how accurate and precise you are in a laboratory setting. And in order to do that, we're going to use 4 devices. We're going to use a pipette, we're going to use a burette, a beaker, and a graduated cylinder. And I'm pretty sure that you have used a graduated cylinder and a beaker before, but probably not a pipette or a burette. So I'm going to ask you to watch 2 very short videos after this. One is with some details about how to use the burette, and the other one is with some details on using the pipette. And of course you'll have time to ask questions during the lab or before as you get started. Now using each device, you're going to be measuring out, you're going to be measuring out volumetric wise 25 milliliters of water. Distilled water is what you're going to use. I have available at your lab benches some distilled water that you will find in your plastic wash bottles. You will also have at your lab station an empty weighing dish. Now the weighing dish is listed under the materials as a 50 milliliter beaker. So don't be looking for a porcelain dish. It's actually a 50 milliliter beaker. You're going to be using analytic balances. An analytic balance, so when you mass a dish, you're going to need the balance, and I will show you how that works in lab tomorrow. I can't do that via this video. It would take too long, so we'll show you in class tomorrow. You're using the analytic balance. You're going to record the mass of that right here. And then you're going to use one of the 4 devices, and you're going to dispense 25 milliliters of the distilled water into that weighing dish. You can start with the pipette, or if you like, you can start with the beaker, or you can start with a burette, or you can start with a graduated cylinder. I don't mind which one you choose to start with, whatever you feel comfortable with, as long as each device has its turn. And you'll notice for each device there's space for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 trials. You're going to take 5 readings for each of the devices. So again, looking at each of the 4 devices, you have the pipette, the burette, the beaker, and the graduated cylinder. Doesn't matter which order you do it in, just that you do 5 trials with each device. When you enter your data, after you've measured the water, the 25 milliliters of water into your weighing dish, then put the mass of that 25 milliliters of water in this space, right, in your data table. But what you're going to want to do is to subtract the mass of the empty weighing dish first. So let's say the empty 50 milliliter beaker weighs 30 grams. Now it's going to weigh something different than that, depends on the beaker that you use, but every time you get a measurement of your weighing dish, so here's your 50 milliliter beaker with 25 mils of water in it, you're going to have a new mass, the 30 grams plus whatever the mass of the water is. So subtract out that 30 grams so that you just have the mass of the water in each of these places on your data table. It will make your calculations later a little bit easier. Okay, enough pre-lab from me. Watch those other 2 videos on the pipette and the burette, and then you'll be ready for in-class lab. See you there.